the good,
Brothers.
home of the good.
Brothers. Brothers. Brothers.
For reals.
Too late, bro. Too late. We are on.
It's beginning to look a lot like hell's outside and it's raining all the time. And it's March and not Christmas.
it's-
Zach's
it's-
pissed off.
March 1st. Put that
March
shit.
1st, and we
All right,
got a
Zach,
Christmas
put
mug.
your-
Cup is going down. Start the show now.
Christmas mug goes in your decorations box.
I mean, when we cut the video for YouTube, we can start it whenever. So I'll wait until Dustin's done with his fucking bullshit, and then
I still have
we
a
can
lot of
start.
liquid left.
Dustin's not gonna edit this shit.
I will. I will learn to edit to get this fucking trash out of here.
Now I'm thirsty again.
And always, like, start the podcast with a burp and drinking noises. Like, no, that's not the goal.
Hello,
of-
everybody, and welcome to the Good Brothers podcast. We are the three brothers, and we are here to talk to you about the video game news of the past couple weeks. We haven't been here for a couple weeks, but you know that's what we do. Sometimes we get tired, and sometimes Zach's in Hawaii, baby. Kick it, Zach.
Sometimes that does happen.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple times.
What the heck
Nope,
is that?
first
A
time.
juice box?
It's a moo cow thing.
just
It's one
pound-
of those protein shake.
You're just
Look at
pounding.
him.
Oh, what a healthy guy.
That's okay. It's
My
not
cup,
Christmas.
my
at
cup
least.
is full of pure vodka.
Oh, it's
No
fucking
way.
like
It's eggnog.
pumpkin spice eggnog, dude.
Bum,
So what's up?
bum,
Start
bum.
the show, dude. Come on,
Gross,
man. There's
gross,
so much.
gross. We did, I thought.
Welcome to the Good Brothers, best video game podcast in the world.
Dustin did it already.
With three brothers,
We did it.
self-proclaimed.
every week we go live on Twitch and then we go up on YouTube and a couple days after that. And here we are. I'm Dustin. We got Zach and Jesse, the bros. We're all the brothers, and we're gonna talk about the video game news and the video games that we've been playing in the past couple weeks.
And podcast
Really
versions on podcast stuff.
We got some Call of Duty stuff to talk about. We got some fucking PlayStation State of Play stuff to talk about. What? We got VR stuff to talk about, maybe.
I've beaten 4 games in the past 2 weeks.
Dude, Nintendo NES games don't count. They're only an hour long.
They're not NES. They're
What 4 games have you beaten in the
original
past
on
week?
The 3 of them are PS2 games
What? Grand Theft Auto 3?
because I played a lot of Steam Deck.
Devil May Cry 1? Let me guess.
Two of them
That's
are
so
the-
funny.
are
That was gonna
the
be my
same-
first guess too.
2 of them are the same
That's a go-to PS2
series. 2 of them are the same
Oh,
series.
Alright,
Okay,
PlayStation
okay.
2 games.
Metal Gear Solid 2.
No, good guess though.
Ooh.
Damn,
I did
bro, what
install Metal Gear 3 to get ready, but I did not play it.
Snake Eater.
Oh boy.
You want us to keep guessing? So
No,
2 from the same
I can name 'em.
series. Okay,
It
name
is
'em.
2 from the same series.
It's gonna be tough.
Burnout, Revenge.
Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball.
No, not Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball.
Oh, Burnout Revenge.
Um,
That was one of our That Game Is Trash games.
Burnout Revenge. Beat it. You think that's the sequel one? You think those are the 2? that
No,
are
I
played
do
in the
not. I
same?
don't think you played another Burnout game.
Tony Hawk's
Underground.
Part 1 and Part 2.
Those are awesome games, and they also have really, really good PSP ports as well.
You know what they don't have good of? I realized while playing through them, and I actually had to like go in and change things, and I was like, man, it doesn't hit like the old ones do. Soundtrack.
No, yeah, the soundtracks are a little too wide, and they got a little more bubblegum punk and hit like yeah, it got a little more mainstream. The cool thing about Tony Hawk 1 is like it kind of introduced you to some like not underground punk, but like shit you didn't really know about.
Yeah.
You kind of discovered.
But
And then
the
once-
soundtracks in those games, I would
Not-
think the Burnout Revenge soundtrack is better.
Yeah, that is a good soundtrack. Wait, is that licensed soundtrack in Burnout Revenge, or just talking about okay? it
Licensed
did.
soundtrack.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, great games. All 3 of those.
Did you do everything like at the end when you get to do all those like extra mini games where you like Bam
In
or
Burnout?
Yeah, no, in Underground, Tony Hawk Underground. Remember, it gets kind of weird at the end. Like everyone
Yeah,
has like a
so
special mission you have to unlock.
Part
or
one
do.
is a lot different than I remember. I remember part two a lot more. Now that I've played both of them, I remember part two a lot more than part one. Part one is like pretty traditional. It's like Tony Hawk 4 part two.
and then
So it's
part
like
two
an
it gets
open
zany.
world, small little park, and you go
Yeah.
around and do like the same goals that you would be doing pretty much.
That's right.
Jesse, you're muted.
Ah.
All
we
right,
can't hear.
the combo lines, those are my favorite missions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, and then part two is when it gets real zany. And it's not like an end of the game thing, Dust. Every map has a special.
Oh
In
yeah.
every map, there's missions for yourself, a pro skater that you choose, part of your team,
Mhm.
a secret skater, and then like some. I think that's it. Those three.
I just really remember that fucking Bam Margera shopping cart mission where it's just
You do
You're
the
like
shopping carts.
in the shopping cart.
I believe that's
McTwist.
on Alcatraz.
I think that sounds right. Because because you're going down all those fucking hills and stuff. Having
And the remember the baseball with the skeletons or the ghosts? I mean, ghost baseball.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
I didn't want to trigger Zach. I jerked
It's the
off
same map
screen.
too.
Steve-O in the Steve-O on the bull.
Mhm.
Steve on the ball.
And
Great.
if you 100% it, you could unlock Phil in his underwear.
I did not 100% it.
Yeah.
I
did
played
beat
that
it, though.
game a lot.
I'm telling you, part two was the one that was played the most. Might
Maybe-
be the best Tony Hawk game ever made.
Phil might be the best dad ever as a dad. He's a great guy.
He's a good dad.
He's
He's
really
a great
cool.
guy.
But also God.
You unlock God in that game?
No, like he might be the best dad.
Oh yeah. Well. No, it's Phil.
Yeah,
Phil.
Phil Margera. Yeah, I'm stupid for saying that. It's like Wu-Tang, but better.
But better.
So dude? How hard have you gone on the Steam Deck?
Well, when I was on when I left, I played it a lot.
That was probably a great go-to.
Like
yeah.
I played it a lot.
Mhm.
How much have you loaded it up? How deep have you just been kind of
filled it.
piecemealing?
I actually had to delete games the other day.
You capped it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, dude.
Because
What
my
about-
legally
That's what I was gonna say. The legal
purchased
games.
my legally purchased PS2 games that I upload onto my computer and then load
Mhm.
on to my Steam Deck. Those ones, I don't know, they're like 5 or 6 gigs each.
Mhm.
Damn.
And
Those
same
PS2
thing with,
games?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! I thought that would have been.
Or maybe
smaller.
like 3, like
Yeah.
3.5
Yeah,
or
I think
something
they're
like
like in
that.
between like 2 and 4.
And because GameCube, same thing. When I installed the micro disc reader
Mhm.
onto my PC,
And you ripped your games.
so I can rip my GameCube games.
Yeah.
And then those ones, I think they're the smallest of the bunch when it comes to those OG consoles. And they're like
Definitely.
they cap out at like 1.9. I have the most PS2 games though. That seems to be that seems to be the legal emulator that I've gotten working the best. so
Wow,
far.
really? On my Retroid, it's GameCube. I got the whole library and every game works perfect.
Yeah. GameCube, it's not that GameCube does. I guess it's the where I want to play the most games, and like I wanted to play Tony Hawk, but I didn't want to go through the trouble of remapping all the controller buttons because on GameCube like technically square would be grab and circles flip.
It's
like
tricky. Yeah, that was.
I didn't want to remap all of it,
controller.
so I downloaded PS2 versions, and they all worked pretty well.
Nice, dude.
Oh, and then the other game I beat was Just Cause. I actually ended up beating Just Cause.
Just
Oh,
Cause
you finally did it.
4.
Finally did it.
Now you good to go onto Dead Space.
Now I moved on to a new game. Well, I'll just go with all the games I've played. Now, the game I now have started is Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, you're taking the plunge, huh?
I played for like 2.5 hours yesterday.
Okay, so you just dipped your toe so far.
I could just started it.
Okay, I mean, cool. How is it cool?
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
I
cool.
mean, I honestly hear nothing but good things from people who play that game.
it plays super well, really detailed. Graphics are good. It gets you. I'm not a Harry Potter fan, but I'm fairly engaged in what's going on. It seems like outfits are cooler.
But
I
in
guess.
your household, you guys have kind of been binging those Harry Potter movies at least, so you're kind of fresh on it, or at least Leslie was. Were you not watching them with her?
Oh, Leslie did watch. No, I didn't watch. I didn't really watch
Okay.
them. I've seen the Harry Potters though. I
I
know
heard
it's up a little
in
bit.
the game the fucking fights are like really cool. Just like having a wizard
It
fight. And
is
the
cool.
gameplay.
And
Yeah.
also like the mechanics, it's like, I don't want to say it's Dark Souls, but it's pretty like attack and an enemy's gonna come in for an attack, parry, block, dodge, roll, attack. Like it's
Standard.
pretty
At-
standard
at this
faring.
point. Yeah.
So it all plays really well. It's cool. It looks good.
Yeah.
Like it looks super good.
That's like next gen. I hate to say next gen because we're 2 years in, but it's PS5 next gen only, right?
It looks good. I don't know if it is, honestly.
Because I think they're gonna try to drop it down to the Switch in a later date, and also like the lower consoles.
I can't imagine it being like
PS4.
for reals. I can't imagine it being on Switch
I don't know what they're
just
gonna.
just by playing it.
It might be a fucking cloud version or something. They're probably gonna pull that kind of shit.
I don't know if dang. Let me check on that actually.
It is going to be on Switch, like at a way later
No,
date.
I don't know if it's on the last gen. It is. It is on last gen.
It's
so-
going to be. I think it's another one that it'll hit later. That's what they said. They dropped the next gen versions and. they're
Oh
gonna-
yeah, you're right. That's weird. 4/4/2023. They probably
then-
have like a third-party team working on it to
Same
not.
thing, and then the Switch one's not going to hit till like June or something, dude. Like it's way later. Like they're figuring it out.
It's weird that they're doing it like that.
Kind of how it
It has to
happened when like PS1 was ending the life, and then PS2 came out. How they had like the downgraded versions of the same game on
Yeah.
PS1 by like third-party developers. It seems like they're doing that again.
Good. I'm ready to get the max power out of these fucking PlayStation 5s that we bought 2 years ago now.
Hmm
You guys need to play Dead Space, man.
Yeah,
That's the
we
one.
really do. That's the one of them.
It's one of them.
I also was playing some legally downloaded games as well from my Dreamcast.
Not legally download. You already
No,
fucked
you-
up, Dustin.
yeah.
You don't legally download game. I mean,
I
you're not
legally
buying-
ripped. I legally downloaded games that I already own, and I showed a picture
Got it.
every time I played it of the game that I own
Nice.
to show that I got Dreamcast games working on my modded Switch because I wasn't ready to take the plunge to get a Steam Deck or anything yet. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna see if I can make it work on my modded Switch. I already got ready to go, and it was a pain in the ass figuring the BIOS out. Blah blah blah. It took me like most of the week Zach was gone. I was like figuring that shit out, to be honest, just to get games working.
Let me guess the game that you started.
Sword of the Berserk.
That's what I was gonna say, bro.
Let me start with saying that the modded Switch does not handle Dreamcast games like your guys' consoles. So like most of them were buggy.
Oh,
Lord of the Berserker.
Is Dreamcast a good
Sword
have a
of the
good-
Berserk.
I mean, Sword of the Berserker. Yeah.
Does Dreamcast have a good like application out there?
So
to use?
the emulator the emulator I had to use though because it was like a special one to work on the Switch is I think it was like a quickly made, not great one, I'd imagine. But anyways, what I did realize though is for one, there's not that many Dreamcast games, and when you
No.
really start, I went through the whole list of all the games that I have bought
Yeah.
that I own to download,
Yeah, you probably got
Yeah.
maybe a dozen, maybe.
and I'm like,
No,
man,
probably not even that, dude.
I'm like,
I wouldn't think.
it's so weird.
You got
Rose-tinted
Power
glasses.
Stone. Power Stone, you don't want to play by
Power Stone,
yourself.
Power Stone 2,
You got
Sonic
Crazy
Adventure 1 and
Taxi.
2.
No,
Crazy
no.
Taxi.
Sonic Adventure, you want to get that on the GameCube. So you nix
But
that.
It's there, but
The
it was
OG,
there. I mean,
OG is the Dreamcast one. That's where
Yeah.
it started.
I'm just
but
saying, like,
Crazy-
the best way to play these games.
Crazy Taxi, bro. What a gem.
Yeah, that's a fun game.
Like, I could go back and play that game any fucking day. And just like, well, for one, because it's an arcade game. You get in, have some runs.
Mm-hmm.
So sick, dude.
It's
I'll
real
listen
fun.
to those. I'll listen to those 4 songs on loop all day, dude.
it's great.
Yeah,
yeah.
You get Die Hard
So
Arcade.
good, dude.
Die Hard Arcade.
Die Hard
on
Arcade.
Dreamcast.
Oh, and then not Die Hard Arcade. No,
I mean,
'cause
sorry,
it wa-
Dynamite Cop.
Dynamite Cop, and then there's another
Mm.
game where it's like Zombie Killer from the same developer. It's like one of the unknown from that
Dang,
team. Bro.
Dynamite Cop, dude. Holy shit.
Dynamite
Is that the one
Cop.
that starts on the boat
Yeah,
or
you're like-
whatever?
it's basically Die Hard Arcade, but they didn't have the license and
Wasn't
they just
there
made
another?
another
What
game.
about wasn't there another one like Virtual Cop?
Virtua
or-
Cop's a
It's a rail shooter.
Rail
But
shooter.
wasn't there another one though that played
Dynamite?
I
Is
might be
Dynamite-
thinking Dynamite Cop.
Is Die
Might
Hard
be the one.
Arcade. Then they made Dynamite Cop for the Dreamcast. Die Hard Arcade's on Sega Saturn, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one was Dreamcast. And there's another one on there, some zombie game, which is like more of a shooter, but with the same style as those games. But
Yeah.
it's but it has like cutscenes like fucking House of the Dead though, dude. Like the bad overdub.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
so
it.
sick. That's Sega
Mm.
for you. I mean,
Yeah, and I love it, dude. It's just fucking
It wasn't.
funny.
It wasn't made like we weren't part of the hype for it, but Fantasy Star Online was like
Yeah.
one of the first huge, not huge, but it was one of the first games that people played online, like console to console, from what I know.
Fantasy
That's
Star
pretty
Online.
big.
Yeah, that was like putting the Ethernet cord in the back of that thing and getting
Mhm.
it. Yeah,
I always liked a game on Dreamcast called Slaves.
Skies of Arcadia. Sorry, that's another one that's like.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Remember, we played the crap out of that game
Mhm.
back in the day. Even though we sucked at it and never really got far. Like I don't think
I think we got a decent way into that.
it was a tough one. It's a hard RPG game.
Slave Zero. That's
RPG.
I like that one. It's first person shooter or robot.
Mm. I think the first iteration of Resident Evil Code Veronica was on Dreamcast.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and
Because
then
Code
another.
Veronica X is just Code Veronica for PlayStation 2.
Oh yeah,
That's all that really meant.
that's right.
Anyways.
I was gonna say, also, dude, it's fucking crazy. Well, I got PSP working as well, by the way, and I obtained Metal Gear Acid.
I have that game for PSP.
Dude, Metal Gear Acid. It started making me think like there's card games and card fighting games are like at the top of their game right now. Like you got Marvel, there's a fuck ton, whatever. How have they not remade Metal Gear Acid?
Yeah,
Like
let's
that would
get,
be
let's get the
it would be-
remaster.
it would
Because
be
Konami is a fucking trash
it's the
company.
fucking perfect time to bring Metal Gear Acid back to the people, dude. That's like such a sick game for it being a card-based, turn-based RPG game. It's ridiculous and I love it. And it made me just think about living in the Pasadena house and playing that game. Like that was, I think, around the time we
Yeah.
originally had that game and played the shit out of it, dude.
If you
Yeah.
guys had to take a guess, which console had more total games in general, total games? Dreamcast or Nintendo 64?
64.
Nintendo 64.
Not
You
even
dr-
close, boys.
Dream
American releases.
Just in general.
didn't
There's
Dream what are you talking about? Didn't
There's
Dreamcast
only
have like 130
380
games?
388 games on N64, 624 on Dreamcast.
There's not 624
Fuck
games on
no.
Dreamcast.
No way.
Yeah,
What
there
do you?
is.
I scrolled through like 10 pages.
They
That's
just aren't
insane.
for you.
600.
Some notable Dreamcast games, and there's big ones that I was like, oh shit, yeah, that's totally true. Jet Set Radio, huge.
Oh yeah, played that.
Uh,
By the
Virtua-
way, doesn't hold up like you imagine. It's not
no,
really that good.
but
of
it
a
was big at the
game.
time.
You gotta
Also,
play
first
Jet Set
console
Radio
release.
Future
Yeah,
on Xbox.
Jet Grind
True.
Radio. Big first console release, Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Played that in
Abso-
Texas.
Mhm.
Absolutely huge.
You only
We
start
did it
with,
on
like,
Xbox though.
You only start.
We originally had it on Dreamcast in El Monte, and then we got a copy of it for Xbox in Texas.
Okay, because what version only starts you with 18 characters and you have to like buy them and hope you get the right character you want? Was it Xbox version or Dreamcast version? Did they?
That was on Xbox that we were
You
doing
had
that.
you had to gain the credits. It was so annoying, dude. I mean, it gave you a replay value, but fuck, that sucked kind of.
We did it.
Shenmue also
Yeah.
released. So the makings of what we all know as Yakuza today, pretty much. But Shenmue and Soul Calibur, console like
Soul
debut.
Calibur, yeah.
Soul Calibur, huge.
That's right. Still
And just to
going.
go over some-
No, not really.
It what? I mean, at some point there'll be another Soul Calibur, and people will probably be excited for it.
Oh yeah. Two big fighting games coming out this year. They're gonna
That's pretty
go
big.
head to head. Tekken and Street Fighter. And now it sounds like
Probably
possibly
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal
There's no
Kombat.
There's no head to head when Mortal Kombat's coming out, dude.
Oh,
Well,
my
once it's
hair,
official.
bro.
Yeah, I guess
from
once it's
the
official.
article I read is that Mortal Kombat will come out by the end of the year.
Oh yeah,
It's
we
on the
talked
earnings
about that
report, dude.
before the podcast started.
MK12.
It's on the earnings
MK12
report.
on an earnings report recently. we were speculating is basically just investor talk, and like obviously Mortal Kombat.
It sounds
12
like
is
the
being
house
made.
is gonna blow over, guys.
Yeah, I
Is
know
it-
it's been
yeah.
fucking windy, bro.
That's what I was saying. We had hail today.
Got a rare Southern California storm.
What the fuck is going on?
Brace yourselves. California's going down, bro. They're trying to kick us out. The government. It's Biden.
Fucking government.
Oh,
trying to fucking
Biden,
kick
yeah.
us out.
Biden
Of
controls the
course.
weather. He flooded San Francisco because he hates people.
It's crazy.
It's okay.
over
San
here right
Francisco
now.
sucks.
Yeah, they can
I like it. I liked
like
it.
the
my
look
way.
of it, not the
I
people
like
or the
I like the
things.
vibe. I like the feel. I don't really fucking people. I don't even like people anyways, so I don't really pay
See?
attention to them. I'm all about vibes, baby.
Mm.
Vibes. You gotta feel the vibe.
All right. One more game I'm playing a lot of, and I'm like fucking super into it. It's a shmup.
Of course.
It's a shmup. But dude, this one is good, baby. It's
I've never heard you say that any one of them is not good before, but go ahead.
one of these days I'm gonna put a curated list together for people that might be watching and love shmups. Like there are bad ones. There's a fuck ton of bad ones. I've been through the ringer, boys.
Let's do a special episode. You could list your like top 10 or something.
I'll probably do that because dude, it's hard to find the rare gems in this genre because they're a dime a dozen because there's a lot of these fucking games, dude, and some are cheap, some are indie, some are from Japanese developed. Like there's a fuck ton, and Zach, there are a lot of bad ones.
I know
But
one is
this
called 1942.
Dude, to be honest, that's a sick ass game, bro. And they
Yeah.
made a lot of those 1940s games, like, and those actually went into like the early 2000s. Like,
Yeah.
there's some really fucking good ones. But this game, I imported it from Play Asia, the site where you get like Hong Kong Japanese games that you can't get in the States. This one's called Akai Katana Shin, and it's just I'm just having a really good time with it. Like it has like some of the best mechanics that I've played. It's a horizontal one, not a vertical. Yeah, look it up. This game's insane. There's three. You can choose from three characters. There's only like 6 levels, but as you all know, these games are not about.
Hey,
just
look at it.
beating
I
the
spelled it
game.
right.
Did you? Akai,
Nice,
AKI,
yes.
Yeah.
AKA. So, dude, you get 3 characters. Each has like different weapon set. There's 3 different modes. There's a ton of replayability. The gameplay is the smoothest I've played in like a lot of these games. It's just intermediate enough for like any newcomer for a bullet hell type because bullet hells are really, really kind of intimidating. Like, look at this. Like, it's intimidating. Like, if you don't understand it, but when you really understand the mechanics. Oh, by the way, if you ever want to wonder, like, why like these characters could fly through all this kind of, shit getting thrown at them and not get hit, even though it looks like they're getting hit. If you look at the ship, you see a little green circle in the middle. That's the hitbox. That's you. You're a green circle. So, like, just to be clear,
Oh,
because
okay. I see it.
because that fucked me up for a long time when learning how to play these games. Like, what is the hitbox? And like some games will show it like that, some don't. You have to like rinse, repeat, die a lot, and to really figure out how much you could get near a bullet without getting hit.
Do
Some
you
bullets-
like
some
do you prefer horizontal shmups over vertical shmups?
I actually prefer vertical, which is why I'm kind of shocked that I like this one so much. I love the vertical ones. They just have more sense of speed to them, and also with this monitor, I could flip it up and get a really dope like arcade experience.
Yeah, true.
But this one's it's just good. It's really, really good.
I'm not all the way sure what the difference between because I mean, I guess a shmup. Like, I wouldn't play this game.
Mhm.
But I would play Metal Slug. Is Metal Slug a sideways shmup?
Yeah, 'cause
Or not really, or
I mean, arcade shooter. I mean, shmup is short for shoot 'em up.
no, I know
So,
that.
I mean, yeah, you could play Metal Slug the same way. I would consider it. I don't think it's a shmup. Like usually, it means like airplane
I know.
score busting. I don't know what. I do think
The
Metal
ga-
Slug still falls in shooter category, but not shmup.
Cuphead.
No, I believe it has to have
No.
a continuous scroll.
Yeah, I think it does.
Gotta have the scroll.
But then,
Mhm.
but
Got it.
Metal Slug as well though. Like those games are easy as shit because you have infinite continues. You could just spam quarters in it. But if you really want to play like intense, you'd go for a high score or try to beat the game on 1 credit. And that's what I'm trying to do with these games right now. It's called 1CC, 1 credit clear. So you want to be able to try to beat the whole game or see it how far. So like when it logs your score, it'll be like you made it to stage 5 and you got this many points, and it'll still put you in the same leaderboard as someone who maybe cleared the whole game but got less points than you. It'll just show how far you made it. What was your score by that point? So like bragging rights would be like 1 credit clear, top of the leaderboard. And by the way, I'm in the top 100 on this game. I've been putting in the work.
Nice. Pretty
And
cool.
it's really really fun. So if anyone out there is a shmup fan or wants to get into them, like has been watching from far but like they look too intimidating, this is a good starting one to try.
Do you remember in OG Xbox days they would advertise Xbox Live and you would come home in the game and they're like online leaderboard? You're like, are you fucking kidding me, you fuckers?
That's the online mode. Yeah, as bullshit.
And that was it. Yeah, that's the Xbox Live aspect.
Yeah, I do remember. They wouldn't state that on the box too. It was just like
Probably,
online.
but we didn't
Yeah,
know
we
because it
didn't.
was also new. Eventually, probably caught on, but
So like online leaderboards in most games, like that sounds shitty, but for a game like this, like actually means something. When you are just the whole point of the game is to get on the leaderboard. But like for something, if it was like, oh, Grand Theft Auto 3 has an online leaderboard, I don't give a fuck. And then
I don't
Metro
like
last game I've been playing. Oh, go ahead since you're talking
I
about
don't
the
like
topic.
leaderboards necessarily, but I do like being better than my friends. So like
Yes, that's
trials.
why.
it's not like leaderboards, but it's like
No, it still
I don't know,
is.
like challenge it. So like in Ollie Ollie World or something. Just Cause is a great example. There's like 100 different ones, like most headshots with one clip, furthest skydiving thing, like farthest parachuting or farthest falling without a parachute, and everything is comparing you to other people that have played the game all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I liked
It's
in
cool.
It reminds me of Burnout,
Burnout
Paradise,
Revenge or
Burnout
Paradise,
Paradise,
exactly.
because you
Yes,
long drift and you're like, oh, you just beat
you
Zach
beat
or
your friend.
whatever.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
same thing
Yeah, I
with the
don't care
old
about
trials games. You would be able to see anybody who's
shit.
played it,
And
in
it
your
pings
friends
every time you
list.
do something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I guess
I
that's
love
not a
that.
new concept though.
No.
That's been in games. You put your
Mhm.
initials in at the arcade or whatever. But it's not as much about like randoms that I want to beat. I like beating like the people I love the most.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah,
So
I agree, but like what I feel like with the shmup game though, I do feel I want to beat. I want to see how far I could get up in the world ranks, kind of
I'm the
a
king
little
of
bit,
the world.
because I just want to know like how hard can this be? Like, and I start watching videos. I actually watch hours of videos on like how to master these games, bro. And like people play them for years, like one game just to master it. I'm like, I
that's
don't know if
why I can't.
I don't want to go that hard to be honest, but I do want to get up there. Like, so like if I'm in the top 100, I'm like, all right, that's fucking cool. But then the person on first place is like probably like 20 times higher score, and I'm like,
They learn how to
Yeah,
cheese, dude. It's all about cheesing on leaderboards.
it is all about choosing on leaderboards.
yeah.
Speed running, leaderboards,
Which
one
is
life
why
clears. It's all cheese.
I'm stoked on the top 100 though. I
That's
also got
cool.
Metroid Prime Remastered finally. I bought it physical, and then it was like sold out everywhere, and I think it's still really hard to get.
Which one?
And Metroid Prime Remastered, the physical version.
Oh, okay.
And then fucking GameStop and like Amazon I started seeing articles popping up like people aren't getting their copy, their back order, blah 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 blah. Anyways, mine finally showed up Tuesday, and I haven't played Metroid Prime since GameCube.
Did you even really play it on GameCube, bro?
Yeah, I did with Aramis actually quite a lot.
Okay.
That was like one of those games that he was always like we were always playing together. And
It's an awesome game.
it's just like they did a
Like,
great
it really is.
job on this remaster, dude. Like
Yeah.
it's like it basically now that you could, and they upgraded the controls unlike fucking GoldenEye. So you got dual stick, modern controls on Metroid Prime. You don't have to stop every time. So it did probably make it a little bit easier, but it's still funner because you're controlling it better. You don't have to like you know how hard it was to jump in that game before, like the platforming. You had to like kind of get it right, kind of like Turok style in a way. Like you got to master that jump. Now you can just boop 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 boop.
I remember a lot of that game of like scanning. There's a
A
lot of scanning in
lot
that
of
game.
scanning in that
Mhm.
game
And
If-
backtracking.
You don't have to
Oh, I
skim,
guess
but you
that's
kind of do
Metroid.
feel
No, you
it
do.
feels necessary.
Mhm.
It all feels cool though. And
Yeah.
that also takes us back to a rare time in games when they were doing it pretty often, but it really. I wonder why they don't do it anymore. But they really put you in like the mask
Yeah.
of the
Oh,
person that
it's
you are.
yeah. Big chunk of that screen is
You feel like you're Samus. Same thing in the Star Wars game, right?
Republic Commando.
Republic Commando. Remember, it had the wipe go across, and it would wipe the blood, like the
Halo
guts.
has kind of
Halo
like
did the same thing. Yep.
Speaking of Republic Commando, fans are demanding a sequel.
oh.
Dude, it's an I platinumed that game on the remaster.
Yeah, I played
What
it.
a great
last year.
fucking game! It's
It's
still
it's
so
really
cool.
really fun game. Yeah, I played
Man,
on
yeah,
beat it on
that's a
PlayStation
cool ass
last
game,
year.
bro. You're right. I mean, you can't demand a sequel. Who even fucking makes that game? You can't just demand a sequel.
That's
But
probably
if-
one of those ones like a publisher would have to pick it up and then find a developer to get back in and make that.
Well, it's just whoever owns Star Wars right now. They're asking them to make a new Republic Commando.
So that's Disney, but Disney basically farms it out, Star Wars out
anyone
to
now.
anyone at this point. Yeah, EA has a game, and
it shouldn't be
so-and-so
too
has a
hard.
game. Yeah, get on it,
True.
Disney.
Shit, come on, Disney.
Come
Let's
on,
fucking
Mickey.
go. Who was it made by?
Yeah, all their
the
movies are shit
developer?
now,
Oh,
so-
yeah, it's made by old Star Wars developer Aspyr. They made like all the old
And they're
Knights of
probably-
the Old Republic.
That's a probably dead developer at this point, I'd imagine.
All the Star
Knights of
Wars
the Old
Jedi
Republic. That's BioWare.
One
Well,
of them
maybe-
is.
There's only
so-
two.
Part
So the
two.
second one is Aspire.
No, part 2 is BioWare's. Maybe.
BioWare's
I don't
the
know.
first one. Maybe Aspire's a publisher, bro. That's
Oh,
probably.
Aspyr says developer.
Hmm.
Maybe they make
Oh,
like
developer and publisher, I
Rogue
guess.
Squadron or something.
It's possible.
Jedi Knight, all the Jedi Knight games. That is true. I know I've played those. I played Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast recently, and it definitely says Aspire when you open that game.
Game's fucking hard. It's so fun. It's my favorite Star Wars game.
It's really hard. I got to the point where I didn't keep going because it's too hard.
Yeah, I beat that one. When they all got dumped onto PlayStation, I bought them all and beat them all.
What's it called? The Jedi
Outcast?
Academy is not as fun as I remember.
No, it's just kind of a slash. Like, I mean, the missions are kind of cool. I like that
It's
you
like
could
an
go
arcade
to.
game.
I like how you could pick what mission you want at any time.
That was the weird part to me.
What
Like,
was
there's
the
not
one-
like a story going on necessarily. Like, you're just going in as a
You're just
Jedi and fucking
leveling up, and continue. Yeah, you just
Sorry, Dust.
breaking
Go ahead.
missions.
No, I was just thinking, what was the one we used to play all the time? It was more like a beat 'em up in a way. Jedi Power Battles. Is
That was
what
on
it's called?
PlayStation 1, also available on Dreamcast.
No, I would
Episode-
think
episode 1.
Yeah, it's called
Freak.
Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles.
That game was dope.
I got that one on disc.
It's a great game.
hmm
Jedi Power Battles.
Yeah, it's
you
like
could-
a is it called asymmetric?
Kind of
or
a little bit. Yeah, the camera's pulled back a
bar
little.
view. It's multiplayer. You 2-player co-op. Mace
Real
Windu.
kinda almost like a hack and slash in a way.
hmm
Hmm.
It's really hard too. Like you have lives
Jedi
and there's
Power
no
Battles.
continues in that.
No, it's super hard. Yeah, you have to get some like perfect jumps later in the game that you're
Mm-hmm.
just gonna fall and die and have to continue over and over again. Not like on a Mortal Kombat fucking Sub-Zero mythology type level, but you know.
Once you get to
It's different.
the guy
Kinda
that
different.
once you get to the guy that throws the tornadoes. What's
trash.
that one? Fuji or what's the
Oh my
tornado?
God.
When
Fujin.
Fujin. When you get to Fujin in mythologies, it's like, all right, beat the game because you'll never fucking get past that shit.
The fucking
Well, the
game,
camera's
dude.
right there. You know, that's
He's
how
just
far
throwing
you can see
tornadoes.
Yeah,
you.
so the
It's
camera is
fucking
right on
ridiculous.
you.
And you have to press
Yeah.
A to turn around.
Yeah, that's right. And every time you
Game's-
jump onto a ledge, he hangs on. You have to
The
pull
game
yourself
is
up.
a meme. It's a bona fide meme at this point. Not as bad as Mortal Kombat Special Forces though.
That one's really bad. The
Jack's,
Jack's
special
game?
forces.
Dude, what about Shaolin Monks though, bro?
That game's fucking sick. Don't do that one,
Oh.
Dustin. That one's good.
That
I
one's
don't
real
even
real
remember
good.
that one to be honest.
Co-op. It's a co-op game where
Beat 'em
you're
up.
Liu Kang and
Sony?
and-
Okay.
and-
What are we talking
No,
about?
his
PS2?
cousin,
PS2?
Kung
Oh,
Lao.
Kung Lao. Yeah, you're right. No, it's on PS2 and Game
I
Not
would
even
say
familiar with
Xbox.
it.
I would say Jesse and I
Xbox.
played it on Xbox.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Good game, beat 'em up,
good.
really fun.
Nice.
Again, and also super underrated Mortal Kombat like Deception story mode. Everyone knows what's up.
Oh
Don't talk
yeah.
about bad voice acting though.
some of the best of the worst right there.
That's some of the best of the worst, like in any game for reals. It's so good.
I
love
fucked
it.
that game up. Collected like every medallion, I completely 100%
It was
of
fun,
that
man.
game.
That was
People
an
remember
interesting way
that.
to go about a single player campaign. What was it, like unlocking the crypts or something? I mean,
That's when
Mhm.
the crypts were in the first one too, but this one had the open world story mode with the 3 different realms.
And you are maybe you are Fujin. No. You're some guy. You're some character that they made for the game, and you go from like being a teenager to
His
like
name
an
is-
adult to an old man.
You take a guess of his name. You don't remember?
Trying to think of it.
Shujinko.
Shujinko. Shujinko. It is Shujinko. You're
it's
right.
a good Mortal Kombat name.
It was good, man.
Shujinko.
It was good. That game was fucking really cool. Anyways, Mortal Kombat.
Jess, I guess we haven't covered yet if you've been playing anything.
I just completed all the missions for the latest season of Marvel Snap.
Nice.
I did start the other night Metal Gear Twin Snakes on GameCube.
Oh, nice.
I got that one.
Been pretty fun.
Are you playing that? Is that an emulator thing you're doing as well?
On my
I mean,
Retroid.
on your Retroid. Sorry.
Yeah.
A legal emulator.
No, I put the disc in.
No, a legal emulator.
No,
Illegal.
I just
Not
grabbed the little
illegal.
disc and then I jammed it in between the 2 cracks and it worked.
It's
Mhm.
yeah. I've seen that mod.
We do own that game for GameCube though.
Yeah, I got most of those.
No, yeah, you own
games.
all those games we talked about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one too.
I should make a
Especially
video
that
of.
one.
I should make a video for our channel for all my Retroid games.
You should.
I mean,
no, you should make.
retro games. Sorry.
Yeah, you should.
Retro.
do a
No,
collection.
no, no,
Yeah,
no, the FBI is coming, dude. Don't make.
you should
that
make
list.
YouTube shorts actually, and do each one, and do GameCube, PS2, Xbox YouTube shorts of the collection.
Yeah, dude. You guys have access to the account.
Consider it.
Easy
Well,
to make a
Jess
short.
has
So
access
easy.
to the collection.
And the collection.
That's a good collection. We put it together over a long time. A lot of swap meet trips when it wasn't before things were like how they are now.
It's probably
was
like
different.
For COVID.
I'd say it's about 3 times as big as the last time you saw it, Zach.
Yeah, you're trying to like dump GameCubes off on people in this yard sale coming up here soon. You got so much shit, dude.
Got like 4 or 5 GameCubes.
GameCube was good, man.
I also have the GBA adapter for the bottom of the GameCube and the wireless controller.
That's a keeper though. That's
A
a keeper.
Wavebird, a
Wave-
real one.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
And it works perfect.
That was always like one of the best controllers ever made, dudes.
Oh,
You
and
love
also,
that controller for real, Zach?
No, like
No,
if
it's
you were to
still
look at like
considered,
a,
like,
a
one of the
list
best.
of like top controllers ever made, Wavebird is way up there.
I also have the flip up screen for the GameCube.
It's like the first original, or like the one of the first like actual wireless working dope controllers that was ever made, pretty much.
I've never gotten to love the feel of the GameCube controller.
I like it.
Oh, I like the GameCube controller.
I don't know. Something weird about it. I think it's the nub, analog nub.
C-stick.
Yeah, there's
I mean,
little
I will always
C-stick.
say, I think most people agree, and I will say it too. Fucking Xbox has the best controller.
Like still, you mean like whatever Xbox controller they got?
When
Since
it-
Xbox,
When it
since
comes
the
to form
S-Type
factor,
came out, yeah, Xbox has it.
it fills your hand enough so you never feel stressed like holding it at all. Yeah.
PS4 controller or PS5 controller? Which one's
Five.
better?
PS5. Because
Like,
it
almost not
has that
close.
extra girth and then like the handles. Like you need it. Otherwise you're like holding the controller like
that part, the
uh,
thickness part.
yeah, that's what
Yeah.
Xbox has, and now PlayStation is a little better.
wideness.
And it's the grip. It's the material on the back too. It's got that good grip.
You want that part needs to be
Yeah.
Even my hand, like it doesn't look big in my hands. It looks
No.
almost small, almost. And my thumbs hit each other. That's always a thing. I
Mhm.
play low. You know,
Yeah,
I hold it.
I have to as well. I got a huge hand.
I
You can
can't
tell.
even do the Jesse. I can't. I don't know. I
Oh, the all fours?
I want to poll. I want to do a YouTube poll. We need to do a YouTube poll and see who does all four on the triggers.
I'm
or if
always
you.
I'm a single finger.
I'm a single finger. Yeah, I've always been a single finger on
You're
the
dub
triggers.
finger boy,
And
Jess?
I've
I know
been my
Jesse
whole
uses
life.
double finger.
Unbelievable.
Isn't
dude.
that
That's
weird?
That's MLG, bro.
That feels like fucking driving with both feet, dude.
Yeah, like both on the go.
You brake with your left
It's-
foot
it's
and go with your
actually-
right.
It's actually even a problem when I went onto my Retroid and some of the emulators only have L and R, but I still hold my fingers up there. I'm like, well, it's L1, but it's on the trigger. Like it fucks me up because I'm just so used to having all four on top.
Oh my god.
It's because I'm a pro gamer.
Justin, can you put a YouTube poll up on? Can you
Mm-hmm.
make a YouTube poll on that
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and just do single fingy and double fingy?
And no context, just single fingy or double fingy.
Yes.
Vote,
That would
eh?
be. It would be really telling to anyone who.
You know what?
answers
I'm
in
gonna do
general.
that right now, and only people who watch our show
We'll
will know
the-
what we're talking about here. You guys
So,
continue to talk. I'm putting
Three
a
of
poll
those
up.
votes.
Single fingy
Yeah.
or double
Or-
fingy?
Text poll. Wait, text poll. Yeah, text poll, not an
I
image
think
poll. I
I
got
don't
you.
know,
I got
I
you.
get the fucking polls all the time on my YouTube.
So I have to put a question. I'm gonna okay for the ask the community part. I'll just put serious question.
to.
Serious question. Add option single fingy.
Nice, dude.
I guess would that be FINGY
Yeah.
or EY?
No, no
either.
E. Yeah,
I know
with
it-
the E.
And we'll see if this has any
Fingy.
votes. by
I don't
the
know.
end-
That sounds like fingy. No E.
Yeah, no, we'll do FINGY. By the end of this episode, let's see if it has any votes, and we'll know the real answer, bro. Single fingy, double fingy. Done. Post. All right.
If I were to just see that in the wild, I would take double fingy all day. But
I think
Serious
most of us would.
question, bro. Single fingy, double fingy. Oh man. You guys ready to move on to the news now? That's what we've been playing, everybody. Because we're badass like that. We play video games. We're gamers. We're hardcore gamers.
real gamers.
Jesse's MLG.
I also got to. I watched a TV show.
No
Besides
way.
Last of Us.
Last
We don't
of
need
Us
to, do we need to talk
continues.
about Last of
I was
Us?
going to say, it continues to be
great. Yeah, it's still really
They're
awesome.
doing such a good job.
Really
No,
intrigued on the
what-
next episode.
What else you watching?
It's an old one, but I got
Oldie but goodie.
it's
Lost.
like maybe the best. No, not live
Breaking
action.
Bad.
Nope. I got to like episode 35 of Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Kai. Great. Yeah,
Rewatch.
Kai's the
Rewatch.
way to go, man.
Now it is.
Cut out the bullshit. It's fine. I mean,
I
if you want to go
fucking hate it.
hate the cut stuff or the
I hate Kai.
Animation's better.
you want to see all. I mean, yeah, all that like bullshit in between is part of what makes Dragon Ball Dragon Ball. Of course, it's not just right to the fight. You know, you got to see the goofy stuff. But like Zach said, for a rewatch, you just want to get in and see some action.
The theme song's good too.
Dragon Ball Super is really good, Zach. By the way, after you finish Kai,
Yeah,
Jump-
you should finish that. It
I
has
watched
one
the first
really cool
season of
ending.
Dragon Ball Super. I never got all the way through though.
well, you
There's
can
gonna
ba-
be more.
You could bang out the first like 2 seasons by just watching the first 2 movies, which because
Yeah, it's not
Well, 'cause-
exact.
well then
No,
they
if you
stretch
like
it.
Kai, then fuck it.
Oh.
No, it's not exact though. Like it
It-
really isn't.
Do you
There's
even
big
like
different
Dragon
story
Ball?
beats.
You guys are fucking pissing me off right now.
Hold on, I'm gonna put a
No,
post.
Jesse's not
Serious
serious.
question: do you even like Dragon Ball? Post.
On the set for real though.
People like
Yeah.
Kai. It's not hated in the Dragon
No.
Ball universe of
They,
fans.
they both serve a different purpose, man.
It's just
uh,
yeah.
What's up?
But
What's
for
new,
reals though,
Zach?
the movies and the the actual
It's different. It's condensed.
anime,
Yeah.
like there's actual different story beats and different things happen. Like you wouldn't be able to get the
No, there's
same
not.
exact.
No,
Yeah, there
not,
is.
Not in Super. Those two movies basically bang out everything without all the context in between.
You're wrong.
Dustin's wrong, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
I've watched the movies. I've watched the anime. Like, what do
Season
you
1
mean?
mostly takes place on an island. The movie takes place on a boat.
On a cruise ship.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because like, yeah, there's a lot they leave out. But when it comes to like the fight and the threat that they introduce, which is going to be a big part of what Dragon
Well,
Ball
yeah,
Super
Beerus
is.
is the same. And that's all the same. But there's a lot of different. Well, we don't need to fucking talk about it.
Let's talk Dragon Ball
Anyways,
Super podcast starting now. Welcome
let's
to the
make
Dragon
a
Ball
Dragon
Super,
Ball Super
single
podcast.
fingy, double fingy podcast.
Do you even like Dragon Ball?
Do you like Dragon Ball?
Do you even skate, bro?
Do a kickflip.
Let's hit the news though. We've gone on. We need to get into the news, boys. Zach has
What's
gone
the
cross.
news?
Did I just go cross-eyed?
I've gone cross-eyed. Oh my god, I've gone cross-eyed.
I feel like we do that at least once a show.
That's not mine.
Dude, I talk about Austin Power. It might be one besides like Waterboy or something.
There's a
it's
lot of-
probably like
there's
most quoted movie.
Basketball.
I would think Austin Powers more. I don't hit the
Yeah.
basketball quotes
Mm-hmm.
often anymore.
Mhm.
The only one I do a lot is Steve Perry.
Mhm.
That's it.
It's not a great,
Probably
great
Dumb and
quote.
Dumber though.
It's not a great quotable moment, but it's a great moment in basketball when they're like, I can't remember exactly, but he's like, "What are you guys doing? Fucking playing video games?
Playing Nintendo.
Playing And then, anyways,
I do not remember that part in basketball, Dustin. I'm not kidding.
It's the
Jesse
opening.
knows.
It's the opening scene.
they knock on the door to go to the party. The guy answers like, "Oh, you guys look." He's like, "You
Oh.
guys look the same. What have you just been?"
Yeah,
sticking
hanging
around
out,
and-
playing Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I remember.
thanks.
Anyways,
Cock.
big gulps, huh?
What'd you say, Jess?
Cock.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cock. Fucking cock.
Yeah, dude. Austin Powers.
Wanted dead. Bad reviews. We hyped it. We wanted it to be good. It sucks.
Yeah, I guess it sucks really bad, yeah.
I guess we kind of blew it on that one.
Our
How da-
radar was a little off on there.
How dare us get hyped on a game that looks fucking rad in trailers and in gameplay?
But also, real quick, I've seen other people.
Up it?
Well, I'm not talking about not up it, but not like it's not the worst game ever made. Like there's
Okay,
fun to be
so-
had. I think there's fun to be had in
so
it. It's
critics are
just
being
really
harsh.
silly. Yeah,
Okay. It just looks like an old Xbox game, bro, or
that's
something.
kind of weirdly enough. That's like some of my favorite games right now.
like I don't understand how the critics or people want the
Right.
old school Yeah, this I don't know. It looks cool. It looked cool. I don't know.
Well, I saw we come back to this is something we do come back to like every fucking episode. But I saw the price tag on it and said
it's a full price game. Yeah,
It's a
it
full
should have been.
price
It should have
game,
been a
dude.
40 pop, dude.
Mm-hmm.
a 30 or 40 pop, and people probably would have. I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know how that should
We
weigh
talk about
into
pricing with
reviews.
video games often. It's tricky.
But I totally think that pricing should be weighed on reviews. I feel like that's part of it, bro. You can have a lot more fun time if you don't feel like you fucking wasted money on it. If you're like, I spent $20 and I got 10 hours that were fucking really awesome, you might not feel that bad. As I don't know, it sounds sucky, but that's fucking true, man.
they knew what they had on their hands. An old school style, dead to rights shooter game.
Yeah.
And they just should have known. They should have known that it is like that's a $30 game, dude. That's a 40 pop, bro.
Yeah, even if 30 is the new 40, like anything.
I think 40
not
is the new
60,
30.
Not
se-
60 or not 70. I don't know. It was
Especially
70.
not
I don't think
70.
it was. I don't think it was 70. But still, that's just a little much,
That's unfortunate, but that's not really news. I just remembered that. I'm like, oh yeah, remember
No.
that fucking game we wanted to play?
Not news. The other big game.
It should have been a PlayStation Plus game.
That's what I said. Oh, what did I say
That
that
would've been
about recently?
That's
where
a
I'm
great Game Pass game. If that was on Game Pass, I feel like people would be like, yeah, the game's pretty cool.
Launched on Game Pass, you mean?
Yeah, launched on Game Pass, people would be like, "Yeah, it's an okay game."
Yeah.
Because when you spend money on a game and then it doesn't live up to your expectations, you resent it more than if you're just like, "I'm gonna try this," and have
Yeah.
probably an okay time with it.
That's probably correct. That's probably correct.
Well,
It's
what else?
just-
What do we got on the news, Zach? What news? State of play happened.
Yeah, it's mostly for VR though.
Kind of underwhelming
VR
state of play, right?
Well, underwhelming to us, but I bet people who pre-ordered VR were pretty hype about it.
Because they showed 4 new games. At least
I
that's
don't know.
showing they're got some stuff in the pipeline there.
And again, I don't know if I don't think we've mentioned it, but VR seems to be hitting all the right beats that it needs to hit for
I think
people.
Yeah.
the only news that is
love
out
it.
is that people are re-experiencing VR and all these games. Well, it's games that are already released that they're putting on VR.
Mostly,
and like,
right?
Yeah, like No Man's Sky and Resident Evil, and like, yeah, I've fucking been there, done that. I don't know.
Dude, but
Yeah,
Jess,
but Village is new to VR.
Village, yeah.
Though.
isn't that funny though that all those games that are basically normal games and then getting turned into VR games are the ones that people fucking want? Because we've been saying just make
No,
the
those are
fucking
the
games.
Those are the
VR.
best VR games.
Let us play
yeah.
Resident Evil 4 and like look at the character and be in that world and like be able to wrap my head around and see Leon and move him around like a
Gran
fucking
Turismo.
yeah. People,
Yeah.
that's like scoring out of control.
That's the one.
9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, or something like
Like
that. Yeah.
I've heard like best VR game that's ever been. I've heard on multiple occasions at this point that PSVR 2 is the best VR
Oh, yeah.
experience ever.
Like quality build.
It's
yeah.
the most powerful.
like all
yeah.
of it.
Convenient? No.
Pricey.
It's because it has
Yes,
one cord.
yes.
It's not pricey, dude. Could not
I
compare
know,
to.
I know. Like I
It's
know if
not.
you're talking about the other computer ones, but the thing is, people are always going to compare it to the Quest
The Quest, yep.
because that's the go-to easiest. I know it's probably
Cable
least
free,
power,
all in
cable
one.
free.
I guess that's like fucking comparing Steam Deck to a Nintendo Switch Lite, right?
I can't imagine the one cord is that bad though, dude. One
No,
cord is
probably not.
fine. One cord is fine. You know, it's a USB. Pop it in. The first PlayStation VR was inconvenient
big.
to the max.
It was a big cord.
and it had an extra little box, and it had a couple cords actually. So I think, yeah, I mean, honestly, I've thought about. I want to try it. I don't want to buy it, but I really want to try it. Do you guys know what I mean? Like, I really want to see. Because I've
wanna
done
try
all,
it.
I've done all the VRs. We've done Oculus, we've done Vive, we've done Quest, we've done PSVR. I do want to see the progression of VR. Like, I am interested in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But-
me too.
Does Zach Moya have it? Didn't he?
He
pre-order
canceled
that?
his fucking pre-order,
Ah, it's expensive. Is it just like too much money?
dude. I don't know. I don't know if it was that or if he ended up getting nervous, but
Got cold feet.
I think he was getting nervous that it was gonna suck.
And I'm sure
not
it doesn't
kidding.
suck, but I do think they're still gonna have a game issue. Not enough.
There's just
There
not enough
yet.
games straight up.
And everyone after PlayStation State of Play, everyone's like, "Well, you didn't announce that you're gonna have Half-Life Alex." That's everyone wants that damn game because it's stuck on like one console or one VR console.
It's crazy that they can't like that one hasn't been out.
I wonder if it's like a Valve
confusing to
thing.
me.
If they're like, "No, that's our thing. You have to get our shit and play it on our stuff."
maybe. I hope not. That's lame if that is the case.
I'm not gonna lie, if it had Half-Life Alex, it would actually bump me up a little higher. Like, I really want to try that fucking game. Like, I would think a little bit harder on dropping that money if it just had a couple more pieces.
Yeah.
So close.
I don't know.
Hey,
man.
maybe in a year, we'll see.
Yeah.
Let the price drop. Let the price drop. Let the games show up. And then if a year or two they don't have the games, then they're not going to get the games. They're just, you know
Just
what I
straight
mean?
up won't happen.
like after like a year or two. So Alex wants us to talk about the Call of Duty dramas. The drama being with Call of Duty, at least in a particular article he has sent us, is essentially the fact that Call of Duty is supposed to be on a 2-year cycle, which means like the game you bought will be hold value to you, especially if you spent a lot of money in it and dropped, to get currencies and stuff, whatever, spending money in your game, that it'll hold value for 2 years. And now what's happening, I guess, is, and maybe this news changed since he originally sent us this link, but Now, apparently, it's not going to be on a 2-year cycle. They're going to drop another game this year, which was rumored to be the expansion of Modern Warfare 2, but now they're fleshing it out to a whole game.
But not Modern Warfare 3.
But it's not Modern Warfare 3 either.
Mm.
So what the fuck is going on?
So, until anything, this was always going to be the case. I feel like with Call of Duty taking a year off, but until anything is actually announced, I
But
won't
that-
trip out too much. They know
This
they
is
know
all
what
rumor
fans are
then,
expecting. It's all a
still.
rumor. Yeah, there's no like in Activision didn't come out and say that there's going to be a new Call of Duty game this year.
Right.
Pretty much, you know,
Well,
that's
And at the same time, you have all that, Microsoft buying Activision bullshit going on.
I know.
It's in limbo. It's in a purgatory. They're struggling, and the regulators are holding them back. Sony's trying to hold them back. They don't want them to monopolize Call of Duty. I wonder if them wanting to bang out another quick game at the end of the year has something to do with what's going on there. I don't know how that would make sense. Like we need to bang a game out because we're waiting to get this Microsoft
That
money.
might be it. I don't know. I don't
know.
know. I would think money at that point is money. Like, is Call of Duty worried about making money? Maybe.
They're ready to
I
take the
think they
Microsoft
are.
deal. They're ready.
No, I
ready
know
to
they're
take the
worried
deal.
about it, but Call of Duty it's gonna make money regardless. They
Yeah,
know what
number
they
one
have.
game, no matter what, dude. They drop it's like Pokemon. You drop it, that people buy it. You build it, they will come.
Like, I bet I can see like the investors or whatever being like, no, you have to release a Call of Duty game, but like, is Activision worried that
It's probably not. They don't
You know,
got
is
much
it
else
Infinity
going
Ward?
on though. Like Activision, they
No, they
drop
don't.
they let Destiny go. They let Bungie hold on to Destiny. Sony owns Bungie now. Like I don't know, what is Activision? What do they got?
Call of Duty.
Warcraft? No, that's Blizzard.
No, well, that is Activision.
The Activision publishes that. Okay.
People are not a fan right now of
Warcraft
Activision
or of Activision.
and Blizzard. It's Activision Blizzard.
So Microsoft is trying to buy Activision for Call of Duty, and that's a fact, right?
Mother Diablo.
But all the arguments that are going on with
Warcraft.
PlayStation and all this stuff they talk about
It's all
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all Call of Duty.
And at the same time, Microsoft is now offering deals already to Nintendo, just contracts like, we will push Call of Duty onto your console and try to get on as many consoles as possible before they even have the fucking deal, which is so strange. There's some whole bunch of legal jargon bullshit going on there.
They'll figure it out. They'll figure that shit out, bro.
And to segue into something else you brought up, Zach, what's going on with this? What is Microsoft putting their games on the cloud?
Nvidia, anything Nvidia. I think it's G.
The G, like
something.
Jesse's box, like the Nvidia G,
like our shields.
yeah.
What is it called? Fuck.
The shield.
Nvidia G. No, but GeForce Now. It's like a streaming service from Nvidia.
So are they
putting
dropping their games on there? Are they dropping Game Pass on there?
No, they said it. From the article I saw, it was all Xbox games, whatever that means.
Interesting.
So I don't know if that means third-party games. I'll try to pull it up again. But yeah,
But
again, what?
We're just gonna say. I think you're gonna say what I was about to say. Plays into
Probably.
what we talked about,
Mm-hmm.
right? Of like Xbox kind of getting out of the console business pretty soon.
It would make a lot more sense at this point to sell Xbox Game Pass as a service instead of have a console.
And also when it comes to Call of Duty, if they had Call of Duty as a Game Pass game,
And you had to have Game Pass to play Call of Duty.
no, well they're trying to give PlayStation that 10-year contract as well. By the way, they're not holding it back, but PlayStation doesn't want them to have it as a Game Pass game. I think that's what they're afraid of. If Xbox has it on Game Pass, 20% of the people that originally would play on PlayStation will just be like, I'm just going to buy an Xbox and get Game Pass so I can get Call of Duty every year for, Game Pass free.
Microsoft is bringing Xbox PC games. Oh, Xbox PC games to Nvidia's GeForce Now service.
But they put a lot of stuff on PC, I think, already. Like, I know,
which
like
is just
Sony
another
right now.
cloud. It's a cloud gaming service on GeForce's products,
Hmm.
which could be like even a graphics card.
Yeah, dude. I know. All I know is
NVIDIA.
Xbox doesn't do well. Game Pass does well enough, like 30 million subscribers or something. It's like a pretty impressive number. That's probably like every Xbox owner, to be honest, has that. I'd imagine.
It'd be kind of stupid to not have Game Pass and have an Xbox. I feel like, and like an active Xbox.
Mm-hmm. I guess. Well, real quick though, going back to the whole Call of Duty thing, because I guess is it right for people to be pissed at that though? Like, whatever. Like, Call of Duty games typically do come out every year.
Yeah, but they said they weren't going to.
That's the main.
I'd be mad. What's the main reason I got Call of Duty this year? I told you guys. Like that was the main reason I was gonna get Call of Duty. Was
You're like, this is the one they're gonna work on for a while. It's gonna be a
You get this one and the one that's made in 2 years, so you can really see what's up with the differences.
So they haven't done the 2-year gap yet. Was this supposed to be the first?
Sure,
2
in like 17 years or something like that.
That's
Since
right.
2007.
So this is gonna be the best compare and
17
contrast.
years. Yeah, almost fucking like 15 years. Yeah, they've
You're
had a release for a 15 years straight or something like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I guess I'd be pissed too. Especially like I get it. Like if people drop like fuck ton of money to get swag in that game or whatever, loot boxes or whatever the fuck. Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Takes a $70 game to a $170 game real fast.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, Alex, we did that for you. We talked about the Call of Duty drama, dude. What's up, bruh?
Yo.
I feel it.
Nice.
Huh? Huh?
What's next? What's next on the docket?
I think that's
That's
it.
it, dudes.
I have written here that the big three have all confirmed they're not going to be at E3. No
Yeah,
Xbox,
that's
no
true.
Nintendo, no PlayStation. Not coming to E3. E3's
Nintendo
still,
just confirmed it.
so E3's dead
Running
before
a
it even came back.
little long. Let's try to get to our game, and we'll cover a little bit more of that next week, probably.
Oh,
What
real
the hell,
quick, real
Jess?
quick, real quick.
Running long. What the fuck kind of
do you
time?
have to do,
You guys do
Jesse?
OMG list talk videos for 3.5 hours, bro. What kind of time
Wow.
limit we talk about here, dog?
Wow. You mad?
I just
Real quick.
thought that
March
we were
release-
just
fucking with you,
keep them
Jeff.
at about an hour, and we're
I was
at
just
March,
kidding.
March,
I'm fucking
March,
with you.
March, March,
March.
March,
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 March, March game releases. Real quick. Let's go
Bang
through
'em
a
out.
couple.
Speed run.
Real quick, like in 2 days. Wolong Fallen.
No, don't
Fallen
take 2 days
Dynasty.
to do it. Do it now, like in the next 10
No,
seconds.
in 2 days. Yeah, in 2 days. Wolong or Wulong?
Wolong, yeah.
Fallen Dynasty.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Nice.
the big one.
That is a big one.
New Fatal Frame, March 9th. Fatal Frame,
Oh, yeah.
Mask of Lunar Eclipse.
Remake.
Is it a remake?
Yeah, it's one of the Wii games or something.
Okay, The Last Spell, PS4, PS5, Switch, PC, March 9th. Bayonetta Origins, Syriza and the
God.
Lost Demon, Switch,
Yeah.
March 17th. Have a Nice Death, sounds kind of cool. Switch, March 22nd. Resident Evil 4 Remake, March 24th. Let's fucking go.
Fuck yeah.
That's the one.
That's
That
about
is
it for
the
the month.
one.
Yeah. Last of Us goes to PC March 28th. There we go, guys.
And
All right.
everybody, yes, we know there's 100 other little games that we could be, but we're not going to announce all that. We announced the bigums.
Yeah, which is Resident Evil 4. Well,
That's the
I guess
one.
Wolong Resident Evil. Those are the ones for the month, boys.
Definitely. All right. Are you guys ready for our next segment? Of that game is trash.
That game.
Zach could catch up today. We got 3 games on the docket. You have the clip, Just we running it.
Running it.
Run it.
That game is trash.
You know, when
And welcome to That Game is Trash, a trivia game where I head over to Metacritic.com and choose 3 historically loved games and then go to the user scores and pull nothing but 0 out of 10 reviews. I read them out loud, and Jesse and Zach have to buzz in with a guess of the correct game. If they get it wrong, they cannot buzz in again for 20 seconds, and also the other contestant can get 1 free guess within those 20 seconds without being penalized.
What's the
Oh,
score? We're going as we're going into
The
this.
score currently is Jesse 5 and Zach 3. And I also, this is basically making fun. This game is to make fun of gamers who just are so dumb. They're just so dumb, and they go out of their way to write 0 out of 10 reviews. But I did add to the list of games that I could not find 0 out of 10 reviews on. So we got to give the gamers a little credit section. And today's extra list, I could not find actually just one. Oh, Splinter Cell.
Part one?
OG Splinter Cell. No
That
zeros.
does not
Pretty
surprise me.
groundbreaking.
It was.
Most of these games are though, dude. But Splinter Cell was, dude. Those
The
fucking
The lighting,
blind-
the curtains,
the curtains, putting your head through. We just go back and we talked
lockpick.
about this. If you've been watching The Good Brothers, you know we talked about those curtains, bro.
Ironside, dude.
What? Sorry, I'm getting my 20-second clock here ready for you guys.
I have one ready for myself. If
I
fuck
forgot
up.
about that until I read it out loud. Are you guys ready for our first game?
Yeah.
All right. Review number 1 of game number 1. Eek!
Do it.
It's so wrong. Slurp it. Suck it. I know you all like it. Long and chewy, occasionally gooey. Yeah, your little slippery thing or tastes so good all this time. With lyrics like that, I gotta say I'm speechless.
This is for a video game?
Look.
You're gonna
Trash.
take a guess? Yes.
Parappa the Rapper.
Bingo! Jesse's up.
Let's fucking go. Come on, Zach.
I was even rapping it, dude.
You know I'm like my own gaming historian, so I think Zach might have a hard time in this year.
This one was gonna be hard because I only
you guys
had,
fucking use games that are made fucking.
I've gone
30
all
years
over,
ago.
I've gone all over the place so far, and we're gonna go. Don't even, Zach.
Mm-hmm.
These are you motherfucker. By the way, that one, if you didn't get it within the 2 reviews, no one would have got points. There was only 2 zeros. And the next one was funny lyrics and great music, but very, very bad timing. Leaves this rhythm game virtually unplayable. I say don't waste your time playing it. Just go to YouTube and listen to the soundtrack. It's better heard than played, which is kind of true.
Yeah, not a
Guitar
0 out
Hero.
of 10 true, but that is true. That is
Yeah,
all true.
the game is real hard. Like none of the buttons work. Like the timing is
It was
weird.
really
I
off.
still don't understand that game,
Mm-mm.
but I love it.
Guitar Hero.
10 out of 10, by the way, for me. 0 out of 10 for them. Oh yeah, Guitar Hero. It does rhythm game. It's the best. It's the best. Oh, by the way, we got to check our poll. Don't let me forget. Right before we
gotta
end.
check the poll. Double fingy, single fingy.
Zach, you ready for this? You get in the game. 6-3. Game number 2. Review number 1. This is one of the worst games I've played and tried to pass. I went through the game with great difficulty and I didn't like it at all. I know that gives you nothing. This is another hard one. Not a lot of the next one is the only other 0, and I had to translate it from Russian. But I think this is going to be where if you're going to get it, you're going to get it. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
I want to do a Russian voice, but Zach's so much better at it than me. I'm not going to try. Should I try? You do a good Russian voice. Don't even give me that.
Go ahead.
You always do. That wasn't good for me. See? Right.
Don't do the Italian hand sign.
Not the game with the piece of garbage. It's not the game.
It looks like fucking Italy.
All right. Review number 2. Not the game, but not a game, but not a game, but a piece of garbage. There's not even a map in the game where what is located. What I myself must look for in a monotonous world. All radio stations are garbage. Just a dumb asshole. It is not it, huh?
I'll tap in. Grand Theft Auto 3.
Say trash.
Trash. Grand Theft Auto 3.
Yes. Good job,
Nice.
Zach. He's in the running. It is not interesting to perform stupid tasks. The cars have stupid control from the police. It is impossible to leave. They will open the car door and the whole task has failed. 0 out
Fucking
of 10.
Russians, dude. Darn it, those Russians.
Game number 3. All right. Review number 1. This is an overrated, overhyped walking simulator. Story, 10 out of 10. Music, 10 out of 10.
Trash.
Lighting,
Fuck, I just
Jesse.
blinked on the name. Death Stranding.
no. Start the timer.
Okay.
Zach. Gameplay mechanics, 2.5 out of 10. Online multiplayer, 200 out of 10. Replayability, why would you do that? This game is unplayable
Wait,
garbage.
I can get multiple guesses while in this 20 seconds?
No, you
Stop
get one.
pause
and
the
then
time.
my
Pause the
is up.
time. I'm gonna put your
Okay,
time
it's
back to
okay,
10
time's
seconds
up.
for the
It's okay.
question.
It's okay.
Okay, I don't want to start no shit with you, Zach.
I know. Well, you guys fucking try to cheat me, so.
All right, continue the review.
No, Zach's buzzed in, no?
Oh, did you want to make a guess and get
Okay,
If I
go ahead,
got
go ahead,
infinite
go ahead.
guesses in 20 seconds, I would have.
one free guess
Mm-hmm.
without
Last of Us.
getting penalized?
Last of Us.
What are you making a guess or no?
Yeah.
You know the rule?
One free guess.
No, you have to still buzz in though.
Trash.
Thank you.
Last of Us.
No.
Okay.
Yes, it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
I knew it.
Nice, dude.
Didn't you mention something about online multiplayer?
It had online multiplayer and people loved
It was like the best part
Oh.
of Last of Us, bro. That's why people
Don't
are so
remember.
pissed about part 2. It never has come out. I've been waiting for whatever Last of Us fucking factions is. It just
that should be that might be PlayStation's big game this year.
that's gonna be. It could be huge, 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 huge.
Fucking A, dude. Yeah, I can't. We know nothing about it really, except the little bits they said. So the current score now is Did you get you got the last two? Yeah,
5 to 6.
Zach 5, Jesse 6. We got a real
Ooh.
fucking barn burner here. There was a lot of zeros, by the way, for The Last of Us. It's just one of those games.
Controversial.
It's just one of those games, or one of those franchises. The last review, by the way, is where you would have definitely got it. It was Uncharted with zombies. I play since day one and never
It's
see the
just
fan.
not true, bro.
No.
I didn't. All this stuff. I'm not going to read them out. I had a lot ready, but
This is just
people-
Crash Bandicoot with zombies.
Or how about
And
this
that.
one? How about this one? How about this one? Sony paid to score givers and reviewers. Don't waste your time. Okay. Okay.
For The Last of Us Part 1?
Yeah, Sony paid the reviewers and the fans. Wait, what?
Okay. Sure.
What a good match. Zach's in the running. He's on your heels now, Jess. He could sniff that booty, bro. He smells it. You guys ready to hear our poll? See if it got anything at all. I don't know. Let's see. What we
I
got
bet
here.
it didn't. If I had to take a guess.
No one's gonna answer that question.
Just in general.
One
if we were
fingy or two
popular, they
fingy?
might. But
No, you'd be
we're not.
surprised. You'd be surprised. The polls get more than you'd imagine.
Yeah, the shorts and the pulls seem to hit.
Shorts and polls, dude. That's why we gotta get in there and do shorts.
But
and
really, what it's
polls.
about is the short pulls.
Mm-hmm.
Like one fingy or two fingy.
The
It's
single fingy
short.
pull.
It's a pretty short pull. Well, I'm struggling to fucking remember even how to get into.
I don't
it.
think Dustin
Hold
got the
on.
joke, Jess.
I just wasn't listening. Sorry.
Small cocks, Dust. Short pull, small cock.
Small
Well,
ball
here we go.
movement.
Here we go. We got an answer. 3
Nice.
votes. 1 thumbs up for the poll. 3 votes.
Okay.
3 votes. It is make or break, so one of them's gonna win.
100%
Double fingy.
single fingy. We don't even know what they're talking about though. They just a single finger in general, no context. It's not against you and your gaming methods,
It is.
okay?
It's personally
He's
attack
taking it
against
so fucking
Jesse.
personal. Fuck!
For reals. For reals? Single fingy?
Fucking kidding.
Fucking
Really?
idiots. No
All
one
3
even
of
knows.
them?
All
All
three.
All 3 of them. Nobody knows shit. They're trash.
That game is trash.
Well, if that ends up getting a lot of votes, we'll talk about it next week. Because like 5 million votes.
And also, if you've listened to this, please go and vote.
Yeah.
Leave a
Yeah.
a comment in the comments.
This is
It helps.
our way to get interactions and engagement with the crowd. We do polls now.
Live polls.
Like polls. All right, that's been another great episode of the Good Brothers, y'all.
It was
What do
good.
you
Bud.
guys-
Now we're gonna get. Now we're gonna start our OnlyFans fucking channel of the Good Brothers, and it's called
Single
Live
Fingle?
Polls.
Oh, I thought,
Oh,
it
I
was
thought
called
it was gonna
single
be
fingy,
single
double
fingy,
fingy.
double-
Single
that's what I was
fingy live
thinking.
polls, dude. Yeah.
You guys,
This is-
you guys
this
do
is
the,
the logo.
single fingy. I'll do the double fingy.
Jesse will be the double fingy, and we'll do the single fingy Good Brothers.
Subscribe,
Catch
watch,
us.
comment, everything. Catch us on Spotify. Watch us on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, and vote. And vote.
OnlyFans.
Most importantly, vote. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thank you.
Hiya.